and Clank Rift Apart is the latest in the Ratchet and Clank series, and a PS5 exclusive, this time dealing a heaping portion of multi-dimensional mayhem. Dr. Nefarious, once again living up to his name, has torn open rifts to alternate dimensions, because he's a sore loser.
We're going to a dimension where I always win, so you can finally know how it feels.
So it's up to our heroes to put a stopper in his plans before total multi-dimensional collapse. No pressure.
Yeah, anyone who's seen Doctor Who can tell you, do not mess with the multiverse, ever. But the good news is, we not only get to play in some crazy awesome looking new environments, but we also get to meet two new playable characters in the series.
Hey, I'm Rivet.
Rivet and Kit. These two are dimensional counterparts of Ratchet and Clank, but come from a dimension ruled over by Emperor Nefarious. I love how different they feel from our usual heroes. They aren't just alternate versions, they're their own people.
Pretty sure you're me, after all.
Wait, what makes you so sure you're not me?
And I'm not just saying that because I'm a little obsessed with Rivet.
No, I agree. They're both really cool characters. In terms of actual gameplay, though, they play the same way as Ratchet and Clank do, which was a bit of a shame. I hoped they'd have some unique moves to separate them that little bit more, but I do like how Rivet just yeets her hammer Thor style. I thought that was pretty nifty.
There is a lot going on in combat, though, so I like that more streamlined focus. All the weapons and upgrades carry over between Ratchet and Rivet, regardless of who you're playing, so you can just focus on perfecting those insanely tight attacks. In a tough fight, you'll be swapping out weapons on the fly, while jumping out of the way of enemy fire, pulling yourself through rifts, and trying very desperately not to stay in one place for too long. It's absolute chaos sometimes, but also deeply satisfying.
I dare say there is sometimes too much going on, but the combat is still ridiculously good. And I think a lot of that juiciness comes from the fun variety of weapons you can acquire. With such a good range of options on hand, you're always equipped to tackle whatever comes your way. There's the up-close and personal supercharged blasts of the Enforcer, or the missile-launching Warmonger for that sweet long-range devastation. But there's also some defense-style weapons to give you those much-needed moments of respite, such as the Droid Repulsor and the Topiary Sprinkler that plants enemies in their place. I had my favorites, but ammo is a little bit scarce, so you have to change things up and try new tactics if you want to survive. And that kept things feeling fresh.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not normally one to leave my comfort zone once I found a tactic that works. But here, I was going ham on everything I could get my hands on.
There are so many cool effects. You can see why this is only on the newer, beefier PS5, because it looks like an animated film.
Oh yeah, this game is stunning. Throughout the campaign, you'll be making pit stops all over the galaxy, and each location feels entirely different, with its own flora, fauna, and destructibles. Let me tell you, photo mode was getting quite the workout in my house.
I would also like to put in a formal request that all games from now on contain hover shoes. I don't care what genre it is, I want hover shoes. Zipping around the open deserts and stinky swamplands, launching yourself off ramps and across chasms. It just makes exploring so much more enjoyable. Final thoughts, Jem?
I think this could very well be my game of the year already, Rad. I loved it.
What is this? Some kind of secret handshake? Hey!
The story is a treat. The characters are a joy to play alongside, and I cannot get enough of that space-hopping, ratchet-throwing, gun-blazing action. I'm giving Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart 5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
In a word, I am wowed. Wow-weed, if you will. I had so much fun. There's a great sense of flow both in and out of combat that had me glued to my controller. And the worlds are so detailed, they'll keep you exploring for all the hidden treats. I'm also giving it 5 out of 5 rubber chickens. Hey, you know with that button of Darren's, I bet we could whip up some hover shoes, you know, like pull them in from another dimension?
Did you not hear me when I said don't mess with the multiverse ever?
Yeah, but hover shoes.
You're right. You make an excellent point.